You're just in time to do the thing you should have done a long, long time ago. Bow to me!
Mother.
What is it?
You didn't even embrace the source.
That doesn't mean I'm unprepared.
You do know that he's not going to go to Tyr.
He killed a Aiel, even without Callandor.
She was a gentle soul with big dreams. And every minute he's not armed with Callandor is a moment they might strike. But I know them, and I know Rand too. The dark parts you wish you could ignore.
He told me you've been coming to him since Falme, in his dream, to go to Tyr to get Callandor.
These friends of his, they tie him to the boy he used to be, not the man he must become.
You think I will hurt them?
Yes, to be honest, it's the only thing I like about you.
She betrayed them, Moiraine. She will betray us too.
Go to the tower, though, and get your Melchiori blade. If I'm wrong, we kill her.
Moiraine wants us.
The city is not safe. I would ask you all to stay here, but I know you'll do as you wish. So please remember that the person shining your shoes will give your description to the South Harbour fishmonger. Cover your hair, hide your weapons, and after what happened today, I don't want any of you near another Aes Sedai. We sail for Tyr at dawn.
Have you been watching me this whole time?
And this wetland city is not safe.
I can look after myself.
Do you want me to go?
Avienda, he's not used to having power, but he will learn his duties and responsibilities to your people.
Throne of Tyr will never fall till Callandor is wielded by the dragon's hand. Till the people of the dragon come.
They could be an army. My army. Whoever takes the Stone of Tyr becomes the rightful ruler of the country, so that means...
It will be the first nation you conquer, but not the last. May I have a word with Rand? Rand, having power means accepting that any decision which helps some will hurt others. That's the truth of ruling nations.
You make it sound so simple.
It's not. You need a loyal army. Who better than the Aiel? Make them believe in you, and they will follow you to the ends of the earth.
You're sure he's gone? The madness has him. He killed Perrin and Matt. I saw it.
Rand!
Finally got what you wanted. The Evelyn seat. You're just in time to do the thing you should have done a long, long time ago. Bow to me!
Steel yourself, sisters.
Prepare to have your mind blown. We're not just reading ancient texts, we're decoding them to reveal the dragon's authentic role in unfolding prophecies. The narrative you thought you understood is about to be completely rewritten, and you won't believe what we uncover. Let's cut straight to the chase. You think you know the Dragon Reborn, right? Randall Thor, the farm boy from Emond's Field, who stumbled into a destiny bigger than the Two Rivers itself. The guy who's supposed to defeat the Dark One, break the world again to save it, and die a martyr's death, all according to the prophecies the White Tower's been shoving down everyone's throats for centuries. Yeah, that's the story we've all bought into. But here's the thing, what if the White Tower, the Aes Sedai, even the old scholars got it dead wrong? What if the prophecies weren't just mistranslated, but intentionally twisted to hide the dragon's real purpose? That's what we're digging into, and evidence from those dusty, forgotten texts. It's not just compelling, it's game-changing. Let's start with the source, the Karaethon Cycle, the so-called Holy Grail of dragon prophecies. You know the lines, he shall spill out the blood of those who call themselves Aes Sedai. He will break the world again and remake it in his image. Let the Lord of Chaos rule. We've always taken these as warnings, right? Signs that Rand was a ticking time bomb, a hero who'd have to burn everything down to win. But when we went back to the original tablets carved in Old Tongue, unfiltered by White Tower scribes who wanted to control the narrative, we found something wild. The word translated as break and break the world again, its root is reknet, not shatter. The line about spilling Aes Sedai blood, it's not those who call themselves Aes Sedai, it's those who pervert the power for control. The White Tower didn't just misinterpret the prophecies, they edited them. To make Rand into an enemy they could manipulate, a threat they could guide, read, chain to their own ends. Here's the kicker. We found a hidden section of the cycle, one that was torn from the White Tower's archives and buried in the ruins of an old Aes Sedai fortress. It's called the Dragon's Balance, and it flips everything on its head. The text doesn't say Rand has to defeat the Dark One, it says he has to reconcile the light and the shadow. Not destroy one to save the other, but heal the rift between them that's been tearing the wheel apart since the Age of Legends. Think about it, every age, the Dark One breaks free, the dragon fights him, the world resets, and the cycle repeats. That's not victory, that's a loop. The real prophecy? Rand's job is to end the loop by mending the split between light and shadow, not perpetuating it. The White Tower didn't want anyone to know that, because if Rand wasn't a threat, if he was a healer instead of a weapon, they'd lose their grip on power. Let's back this up with another text, the Journals of Sarasha and Aes Sedai from the Age of Legends, who witnessed the first dragon, Luz Theron Telamon, fall. The White Tower says Luz Theron went mad because he killed his family, consumed by the taint on Satan, but Sarasha's journal tells a different story. She writes that Luz Theron didn't go mad from the taint, he went mad because he realized the prophecies had lied to him. He thought he was supposed to destroy the Dark One, but instead, he split the source, tainted Satan, and trapped the Dark One in a prison that would never hold forever. He figured out the cycle, and the guilt of failing to break it drove him to despair. Sound familiar? Rand spent years fighting the same madness, the same feeling that he was playing into a script he didn't understand. That's not a coincidence, that's the prophecy repeating, because no one bothered to read the fine print. We also decoded a passage from the Book of Deeds, a text written by followers of the dragon who refused to bow to the White Tower's version of events. It talks about the dragon's true weave, a pattern where Rand doesn't just fight the Dark One, but absorbs a piece of his power, merging light and shadow into something new. Not a destruction, but a union. The text even describes Rand standing in the heart of Shale Ghul, not with his sword raised to kill, but with his hands open to heal. The White Tower called this heresy, burned every copy they could find, and labeled anyone who believed it a dark friend.